go. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, check, Patriot!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Lucy. Green 80. We got 3, fellas. We got 3 seconds.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Omaha.
You got 3 down.
Hank.
Bortles to throw on second down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Bortles to the former Jet, Seferian-Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So right.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
372. Move. So right, so right. Motion, motion. Green is it.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They get it to him running left. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
3 down, 3 down. Check number.
Watch you now, Barney.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's where you belong. Strong left. Strong left. Strong.
Omaha.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Green is it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got 4.
Green is it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
You.
Check hot route. Hot.
Lucy, Lucy. Check. Green 80.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Green and check.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right.
Green is all right. Check.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Green and check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Tight left.
All right, now, lucky 56.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Gun!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Gun!
4 down.
Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They pitch it out to Cook. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80. Hey, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0. Green is set.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Set. Green 80. Green is set.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
A toss to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Hey, check. 3 down. Sponge. No.
Watch you now, Barney.
Hey, check. Mike 57.
Back to throw. buying time to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check.
They get it to him running left. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Blitz, blitz. Woo! All day, baby. Let's go.
Extra point forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Here we go, here we go.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
On the move to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Tight end to the right, boys. tighty to the right. Move.
Green and second.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
57 to Mike. 50.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking here for Smith down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Check. Green 80. 77. Here we go. 77. Green and second.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Check. Green 80.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got
Omaha. Lucy. Green and second.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Another timeout called by the Vikings now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
back to huddle. Stop, back there, huddle.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Four down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I don't think you got it, son.
Lucy.
Mike, 55. Mike.
Green and second.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Strong right. Strong right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 319.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check. Green 80.
Got four down.
So right. 11.
Check, 55, Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Green 80.
Check, 4 down.
Green exact.
On first down, Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Check. 372. Green exact.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Outside's coming. Hey. We got 4. Let's go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The pitch to Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
11. Green exact.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Crash. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Here we go.
Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Green exact.
Bortles going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Spread right, 72. Hey, spread right, spread right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
It's going to be a long
11B, 11B.
It's going to be a long day.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
He's going to get it running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Green 80, green 80. Lucy, Lucy. Short left. Green is right.
Bortles dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Hank. Lucy.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 62 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Cook on the toss left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Green 80. Green is good.
Bortles to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
We got three down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Check, crunch.
All go.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Watch 11. Lucy. Check. Green 80.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Omaha. Check.
Here's a give to Fournette. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got
372. 372.
22. He's coming.
Sunday. Green is good.
Again, it's Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here we go.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Lucy.
We got 3.
11B. 11. Green is good.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Green 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Green 80. 372.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike
372.
Bortles now to throw. Being chased out left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
let's go.
Watch tight end. Four down. Check.
372. 11.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Strong right.
Throw left. Green 80.
A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. This is caught. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinators...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Leopard!
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Watch him now, Barney!
3 down.
Detroit!
You go tight. You got tight.
They start the drive with Cook. And now running right through him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Gun!
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Detroit!
Two times. 3 down.
No. Check. Patriot!
Check.
Hot!
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 13 yards that time of the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
coming right. This is Cook on the toss play. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
Cook stripped. The ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
372.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Green 80. Green 80. Omaha.
They'll look to throw. Steps away. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 85.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Move.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo.
Gun! Hot! Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, we got to get this stop. Hot!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.